she was going to do that. Hey, good afternoon. We're here with another edition of Tech on the Rocks by Mid-Atlantic Technology Professionals. I am Trevor Miller, founder and CEO of Mid-Atlantic Technology Professionals, and I am here with
Hope Strom, business manager at Mid-Atlantic Technology Professionals.
and Jen Harper, our front of house running our board, who's waving, but you can't see her.
They can.
We have, wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
she
how
put-
about that? So we're here with a special edition today of Tech on the Rocks, and we will not be making cocktails today, but we are drinking stuff with rocks. So
Yes.
there we go. We're here. We're there in spirit. We're there in spirit. It's been a while since we did something really, really big at Mid-Atlantic Technology Professionals, and we wanted to take a separate special episode of Tech on the Rocks, which is new as well, but we wanted to take a special episode to talk about a new division we're launching called Tech Outlet, findable at techoutlet.us. And so we're going to start at the beginning. We'll do a little history, and then I know that Hope and Jen have stuff to add to the conversation as well, but let's turn back the clock a little bit. Mid-Atlantic Technology Professionals, we opened in 2009, so this will be going on our 16th year, and Mid-Atlantic's been always focused on business, right? We've been focused on the business community, small, medium business, keeping folks safe, providing good value in product and service, but we've always recognized that while we never turned away residential, the service we gave residential was not quite what residents need. Our service isn't structured in such a way that makes a lot of sense for residential, but we're still happy to help folks. So years ago, I had the idea to have a separate part of the business for residential, to kind of bring down the choices, to make service items that are more in line with what a home user might need. So while a business user might need a new custom software application loaded on specialized hardware, or might need a new antivirus on 25 computers, those sorts of projects didn't really lend themselves to home users. Very few homes have that level of technology in them. What does a home user need sometimes? Maybe a TV mounted, or maybe an inexpensive system for a college student, or even a high school or grade school student. Maybe we need some help getting a smart device to connect to the internet. Side story, I just bought a new stovetop, and after I installed it, it wanted firmware updates via Wi-Fi. It's a stovetop. So that kind of stuff. And I kind of think back, to my parents or grandparents, and, does your grandmother really know about updating firmware on a stovetop? Probably not. So anyway, I had this idea quite a number of years ago called Tech Outlet, but we really didn't have the resources to do anything with it. We did register the domain, but really didn't take any farther than that. Fast forward to recently, through the efforts of both Hope, our business manager, and Jen Harper, our front of house and digital fulfillment, we've created Tech Outlet, which you kind of see in the background here. And I'm going to turn the camera. Am I going to turn the camera? Okay, I'm good. All right. And the background here, we're going to drive a little bit, but Tech Outlet primarily is a consumer website, a consumer division focused on residential, and it has two parts. One part which we're fully launching this week, another part that we're going to launch in a couple weeks. Couple weeks?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Jen and I would like to, so we may push you on that.
Yeah. No, I think the whole
Right,
thing,
Jen?
the whole thing can be right.
Yes.
So it's a separate website. It's a fully division of Mid-Atlantic. So we're still Mid-Atlantic Technology Professionals. So you came up with that name. But it's separate. It's its own thing. And the part that we're going to launch today is products, right, on the website. And we're doing refurb computers. So let's look at the website a little bit. Just bring this up as background, laptops. So we're selling refurb and primarily Dell. So why refurb, right? Oh, this is me talking.
I don't know the answer to that question.
No. But I'm just saying is that I've been talking a lot, and I want other people to talk today. But
yeah.
So we made
you
some.
Tell me why
we made some choices. Yeah. So
refurb.
Right. When you go to the likes of, say, Best Buy or Walmart or any other places out there, Target, that sell electronics, you can buy consumer systems, and they tend to be pretty inexpensive. And the warranties are usually pretty bad. Why? They're made inexpensively, right? A business laptop is made with some ruggedness, some robustness. It's meant for a salesperson to knock around in their car, get packed on and carry on into a plane. It's meant to take a little bit of abuse and generally has better components inside them. Residential systems don't. When we see residential systems here at Mid-Atlantic, they tend to fail early. They tend to have things like weak hinges. They tend to have substandard parts inside them. And not like the processor memory. I'm talking about like the other components, the other 100 things that are in a laptop that no one ever really talks about. There is a pretty large industry out there on refurbished systems where many businesses, larger businesses, they lease computers, and they'll lease for 2 to 3 years, and at the end of that lease, they'll turn it back into the leasing company and get new stuff. So what happens when you have a 3-year-old computer, a very robust computer, that still has a lot of life left into it? It goes onto the refurb market. And folks like us, under something like Tech Outlet, we take time and we sort through all those myriad of models, inventory types, and we come up with systems that are solid. Business systems that have the wherewithal, that have the functionality to be good home systems. And the kicker is they're inexpensive. So not only are you getting a solid high-end system, not necessarily high-end, but a solid, robust system, you're getting it for less than you get a comparable consumer system. And you're knowing that somebody looked at this with human eyes, right? Does that make sense, Hope?
Yes.
So do we want to do a little bit of tour here on the site? Who wants to do that? Don't jump at once.
You're the only one with the screen, so unfortunately,
I have the screen. Yeah. I have the control. So we have techoutlet.us up here. Okay. And let's just go through the links. This is a little bit of the story that I've essentially told. Right. And then we have.
So I will interject and say that you have discussed refurbs between laptops and desktops, but we also are offering gaming option or a build your own PC, which is that essentially refurb? I don't know that would classify under that.
Nope, that's separate. Yep, correct.
So maybe give a little synopsis on what that entails.
Sure. This is great. You get a custom gaming PC for $15. Is that right, Hope?
No. Absolutely not. No.
Tell us what that means, that $15.
The $15 is a 20-minute consultation with one of our technicians to go over your needs, what you're utilizing the PC for. If you know specs and memory and things of that calibration, then you may want to tell the technician those things.
What happens at $15? Like if I go and buy a computer, like does that apply or?
It goes towards the ultimate PC that you choose.
Okay, cool.
So unfortunately, we cannot give you pricing on custom gaming because there's too many components to give an accurate price.
Okay. Hope or Jen, is there anything more about products or the site in general that we want to talk about before we talk a little bit about services that are coming?
Why did you choose Dell computers to focus on?
Ah, okay. So why do we choose Dell? So we are at least starting.
Actually, we did not choose Dell. This is Trevor that chose Dell. You have a
okay, yeah.
Jen and I are not. We do not claim to be or want to be said that we are technicians. Correct, Jen? We follow suit with the knowledge that our technicians have. So you've chosen Dell. Why?
So when you have a car, let's say you drive a Ford, and you kind of need something done to it. Do you show up at a Toyota dealer and expect them to be experts on your Ford? No. Could they fix it? Probably, because it's still a car, right? It's still got an engine, 4 wheels, and a transmission. Here at Mid-Atlantic, again, the home of Tech Outlet, we deal primarily in Dell. So we understand how Dells are built. We understand the warranties that stand behind Dell. And we understand the components that go into a Dell system. The refurbs that we have currently listed would have been systems we sold 3 or 4 years ago. It would have been systems that we've seen already. And every computer has its little quirks. Every computer has stuff they do well and stuff they don't do well. And a lot of that comes with what kinds of software and underlying hardware the manufacturers used. So the short answer is we're starting with Dell because it's what we know. Does that mean we'll always just do Dell? No. We will eventually introduce other brands as we move forward. If we find that a certain laptop or desktop or accessory happens to fit a need, then we'll do those as well. But we want to make sure that we understand fully what we're selling, and we want to ensure that if anything that will go wrong with what we're selling, that it's easily repairable so that folks continue to get the value out of the systems they buy. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Who asked that question? Jen asked that question.
I asked that question.
We asked that question.
So the other question that I know people have asked about the refurbs is, it is a refurb.
It's a refurb.
So maybe I bought something refurbished in the past and wasn't the best choice. Are we confident in these systems?
We're very confident in these systems. So Microsoft has a program for certified refurbishers, and they require certain minimum upgrades be done to these systems, or at these systems hit a certain minimum standard. And then on top of that, we have our own standard. Now, where we're sourcing these refurbs from, there's 100 plus different SKUs, 100 plus different choices that we could choose. We are choosing to not just list computers carte blanche. We are going through the specs, going through the history of the systems, and ensuring that when we list on our site, that they're solid, that they are going to fulfill the purposes that we're suggesting that they be used for.
And all of them have a 1 to 3 year warranty.
That's true. Mm-hmm. That's true. And like, what does that warranty mean?
Most refurbs at Best Buy or anywhere would have like 90 days. So this would ensure that I don't know, the keyboard's not working, you drop your computer,
Well, that's not a warranty issue, though.
Oh, okay. So then maybe I should.
Don't drop kick your computers, people. It's not covered. So ask me what happens if the keyboard stops working.
Trevor, what happens if the keyboard stops working?
Sometimes you gotta prompt these things. So we're just gonna send you a new one, right? We're not gonna deal with like repairing your system. You're just gonna get a new one in a box or a comparable unit, and we'll fix what you had before. So that's how repairs will work, right? It's not sending someone to fix your computer. It's not working like that. You don't have to spend hours troubleshooting with somebody on the phone. They're just gonna get a new one. That's how our distributor works, and that's how we'll work as well.
Okay, that's news to me.
No games. No games.
I didn't realize that.
Everyone's learning something new.
I'm learning something new on the podcast. All right.
It's a new division. It's a new division. Anybody else have any questions? Anything we didn't talk about besides going into services and then wrapping up?
No, I'm worried that this time is long, but
that's all right. That's all right. It just means we can talk.
We can talk.
So we're not there yet, but
well, not true. We do have services. There's 4 options that we are providing currently. You're looking at them.
There you go.
Yeah. And
these squares are all the same size now.
I didn't change anything.
Okay. That's an inside joke. We were reviewing this site earlier today, and on Jen's computer, the second 2 squares here were a different size, and we were trying to figure out why that was, but apparently it's not a problem because it just fixed itself.
Interesting.
Hope, do you want to talk about services, or Jen, do you want to talk about services and how we're framing them? Hope, do you want to talk about services and how we're framing them? Are they hourly? Like, is there? I mean, if we show up, are we going to just carte blanche charge for 5 hours if we're there?
Well,
how is that working?
You're going to pay for it ahead of time.
Yep.
And
is it open-ended, like the clock's running, or is it?
I don't know the answer to that question. I'm assuming we're just fixing what
it's a fixed cost. It's a fixed price. Right?
Yeah.
That's the.
So it could take 5 minutes, or it can take 2 hours. Hopefully it doesn't take 2 hours, but you never know.
Yeah.
So we are standing by those 4 items. Actually 3 are actual services, but so the 3 services we are standing by as a fixed cost to assist, which means Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah, and so what's going to happen is, we'll probably do another special when we fully launch services, and we can walk through this and kind of do a sample, but it's meant to be seamless, and until someone shows up at your house, you don't have to talk with anybody. So you go on our site, and you're going to choose a service, and you're going to pick when you want the service, then you're going to pay for the service, and then you're going to get a follow-up email, and then someone's going to show up to provide the service. So it's all straightforward, right? It's clean, and we're going to try and have services here that don't require any sort of heavy assessment or pre-quotation or anything like that.
And what are the services that we plan on adding? Is that something we want to discuss? Jen?
Right. So that was actually going to be the question that I was going to bring up. So if you click under services, just click on the carrot there, you can see we have some other services to be added. Smart home services, home entertainment services, other things that may fall in that genre that we haven't covered there. So that's exciting that we have that coming soon. May help some people with their Ring doorbell installations they got for Christmas, or mounting that TV that was a gift. Those are coming soon, but we'd also like to know from our viewers what type of services you would like to see us add in the future. So add that to your comments. We'd love to tailor our services to meet the needs of our viewers and customers.
There you go. And I hope you want to take us out. What if you're not really sure what what you need done or what you want to buy.
I mean, you're showcasing the gift card, but I would, if you're not sure, I would utilize our consultation and have a discussion with us.
Okay.
But we can also provide gift cards to family members during Christmas time, or a gift for a birthday, or anything that you come across that you may think someone might want. We have 5 different options, I believe, and we can definitely accommodate a gift card for something that's not on there. I don't think $75 was listed, but can add whatever you feel necessary.
Right, and we do have a promo code on the site, but if you are listening to this, we have a special one, TOTR15. So what do we figure TOTR stands for?
And TOTR needs to all be in caps.
Doesn't need to be in caps?
Yes. That's
all right.
Yes.
So in caps, TOTR. What's TRT? Why TOTR?
Tech on the rocks.
There you go. And why 15?
I don't know, Jen. Why did you pick 15?
It's 15% off.
15% off for our viewers.
Yep. So whether you need help with setup, password assistance, migration, or security, we provide tailored solutions designed to make your technology work seamlessly for you. And look at that technology working so seamlessly there. She's very happy about her technology. All right. Anything to add? Hope, anything to add?
No, I think we need to close this.
Jen, anything to add? All right. Go to techoutlet.us. It's going to be live in a couple days. We'd process an order today. Essentially, it's live now. And yeah, leave anything in the comments if you have questions or want to see something up there that we don't necessarily have up there. And that's it. Cheers. Say cheers.